Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Thursday the 14th of November and today we're fishing at Ogmore Deeps on the South Wales coast. It's a lovely day, it's midday, it's about 5 hours to high water. We've got a 10 metre tide on the Porthcawl scale. I'm just waiting for the tide to come in a little bit more before I cast out. You can see there all the lower rock ledges are still essentially uncovered here. So I'm fishing right at the end mark closest to Witch's Point. And yeah, I took some drone footage when I was here about 3 weeks ago. I fished and I blanked. I missed a couple of good bites, but I blanked. So I've got some drone footage which I'll show you the mark at low water, similar state of the tide, so I'll put that in the footage at some point. And yeah, we're just going to see what we can do today. Got frozen mackerel, bluey, squid, and a few frozen blacks. And fingers crossed we might be able to get something on camera. While I was waiting for the tide to come in, did my usual litter pick. Absolutely disgusting here on the mark, I have to say. That was within maybe 5-10 yards either side of where I'm fishing. I know I've said it before and people think, oh, you just go on about it, but fish hooks, whatever, human waste, at some point authorities will have enough. Fishing will become more regulated, and there's lots of dogs and walkers and stuff down here and they must see it. So I'll ask again, please guys, do the decent thing. It's not as if there aren't bins at the top at the car park or at the top of the valley mark there up by the wall. You can put your rubbish in there, just do the right thing and don't spoil it for the majority. Thank you. Well, it's 3 hours before high water. Things have been pretty quiet, but I've got a bite on the right hand rod, which has got a beefed up loop rig on. And I've also got a bite on the left hand rod, which has got a standard small loop rig up. So I've got fish baits on the right hand rod, and I've got worm baits on the left hand rod. So I'll probably have a look at the right hand rod that's been bouncing around. Quite a few anglers have turned up. Got at least another 6 anglers have turned up further down the ledges. And chap next to me has had a very small-eyed ray and a whiting on a 3-hook rig. He's targeting big congers later, I think. Whatever is on this right-hand rod is quite small. It's just tapping away. I think we're going to leave that for the time being. Let's have a look at this right hand rod, see what we got. Feels like there's a fish on. I say it's been very slow. This is the first decent bite I've had. Knit one pearl one at the moment. Better than nothing. Nothing to get too excited about, just a dogfish. Let's get him unhooked and put back in. Got a good bite on my little scratching rig. There was something tapping away there when I had that dogfish bite on the other rod. Yeah, fish on. Not sure what it is. Might be another doggy. It's only in very close. Yeah, doggy by the looks of it, spiralling around. And there you go. Another fine example of a South Wales shark. Anyway, it's a fish. Let's put him back in and go again. So here's a, what's that? Bluey and squid on a 4.5 foot, 5 foot pulley. Currently using 210 grams of lead. Let's get it out there. Haven't caught anything on the pulley rig yet. Plenty of dogs being caught down the way there. So here's a loop rig. Bit of mackerel, size 1 hook, bit of black lug and squid, just scratching around really for small whiting and stuff like that. Might try for conger lake when it's dark. Anyway, let's put this one out there. Only lobbing it about 30 yards or so. Into the little sandy bay that's just to the left of my fishing mark here. Anyway, 2 hours to high water. Got another bite on the loop rig here. This is just a small loop rig with the size 1 Aberdeen hooks. This might be a bit bigger than a doggy, this. I'm not sure. I'll try and play this one a little bit easy, gently. I'm not sure. It's not a doggy. And they're only like size 1 Aberdeens. Ha! Give it a bit of drag. Ha ha ha.
spotted ray, I'm saying.
It's a big one if it is. He's on the bottom hook. Tiny bit of mackerel. Oh, oh my god. That's a £30, well, that's £80 rig body, £30 snood, so. Is he coming in backwards then? Hooked in the tail, there we are. Oh, they all count.
There you go, sir.
Thank you very much. They're literally 30 yards out, that one, just barely in that little, look at that. Good job.
Lovely job.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Well, I don't know how much of that you heard, but a small-eyed ray hooked in the tail. Anyway, probably about £3. Good sport on the very light hook length. Let's get him back in. Well, he was taking on a tiny little bit of mackerel, albeit foul hooked in the tail, but they all count. On a size 1 hook. Good fight actually on my Penn Surf Rampage rod. Only got £20 snood, so that's why I was a little bit gingy. Anyway, a chap next to me came and gave me a hand to get it in, which is great. So that's lovely sportsmanship, so thank you. And I just want to say hi to the chap I met in Real Fun Fishing yesterday, who was going down to Slapton today. I hope you had a good session. Really nice chat about the old days we had, about the cod up the channel and all that stuff. Anyway, let's get this one out. So yeah, so popped into Real Fun Fishing, pick up some frozen blueys and some mackerel. Didn't have any sand eels. So yeah, just the frozen baits today again. It's not brilliant filming here at the moment with the sun where it is, but I got a slack bite on the right hand rod. It didn't look a big bite when I just tightened up to it. Just tiny taps, might be a dogfish again. Anyway, let's let it settle, see what happens. Oh no, there it is, still there. Very finicky, whatever it is. I don't know whether it's still there. I can't really tell. Not a lot of sensitivity in the Dio Saltis rod on the right hand side. Yeah, I think it's still there. I'm going to bring it in and have a look. Yeah, fish on. Just a doggy. Might be 2 doggies actually. And there we go, double doggy, one dogfish. And a second tiny one. This is a beefed up loop rig with dongles. So you can see the hook is right in the corner of the mouth there. Only size 1s, size 1.0, and the same here with this one. Easy to unhook, they're not deep down. So there we go, pair of dogs. So one of the rigs I'm using is just a beefed up loop rig really. I've got a 210 gram lead, and I got my loop 60 pound amnesia with the little cascade swivel, and I'm fishing just quite a small bait on a size 1.0 or 2.0 circle hook on a dongle, and then on the top hook probably need a longer snood. This snood's only about 24 inches. Again, loop dongle size 1.0 circle hook. So here's looking into the sun. Here's a mackerel and squid on a dongle rig, sort of a size, looks like a 3.0 chino hook, 210 grams of lead. Let's get it out there. Sort of bloody rod lurched over. Oh. Feel like I've got a good fish here. I don't think it's a doggy. I think I've only got a single hook. I thought I had a decent fish last time, but it was two dogs. No. I can just cast it out actually. Ray, is it? Looks like it.
What have you got?
A ray by the looks of it. Oh, the other one hooked in the tail. That was quite interesting. You on a little size 1 Aberdeen hook.
Thorny, is it?
I'm trying to think. It's only a 30-pound snood, I think.
Right.
So it's 80-pound rig body, so you can hold the rig body. Hold on, is that the best place to get him?
Alright, if I grab the rig.
Yeah, go on. It's only a small one, isn't he?
Lovely thorny.
I haven't caught a thornback for ages. You're right there. Just be careful now, mate. Oh, I want my weight to stop. That's all right. There you are. Let me have him and I can...
There we are.
Cheers, mate.
Alright.
Appreciate that. Oh. 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 There we go. Let's move this around a bit. Get out of that sun. There's a cracking bite. It's only a small little thornback ray. Let's get him unhooked. And there you go. Not the biggest one, You see all the female, see all the thorns there. She's probably only 3 pound or so. Great cracking bite. Let's put her back in. That was just a small whiting on the 2-hook scratching red. Let's see what's on this big rod now. Very greedy dogfish. He took both the hooks on a loop rig. So here's a big chunk of whiting on a pulley panel. Let's get it out there. Tied out. Been a very busy 2 hours. So we've got 1 hour to high water. It's 4 o'clock. Sorry about some of the camera angles. Got the sun right in the face. I'm trying to film out to sea. But yeah, that's 5 doggies, thornback, small-eyed ray, and a whiting. So it's been a good session so far. And the darkness to come. Probably going to fish, if I can hold bottom, maybe a couple of hours of the ebb. We're just winding in one of the rods to change the bait. There's another dog sat on it. You can see again with the dongle hook perfectly in the lip, lower lip. So it's just been sick all over me. So I've got 6 dogfish now. I think I might have one on the other rod. It's half an hour to high tide. It's been a long time since I've caught a specimen, and today I present to you baby dog. That's got to be the smallest dogfish I think I've ever caught. It is, well, he's about 12 inches long. Absolutely diddy. Look, nosy. I put half a whiting on that I caught earlier, and yeah, the tiniest fish has picked it up. Anyway, let's put him back in. So even on a still day here down at Ogmore Deeps, there's virtually no wind, but there is always a swell. Every time I've been here, always a swell, and you just have to be careful if you're ever going down to the water's edge. I have got my life vest today, but haven't worn it because I haven't needed really to get down close or climb down the cliff face or whatever. But you just got to be really careful here. Don't underestimate it. You can see the swell, it drops 4 or 5 feet and then pushes in. And as I say, there's no wind today, but there's always a swell here. Maybe quite haven't got the presentation right there. Probably can't see it, but the loop rig, beefed up loop rig, didn't really release properly. So it's all a bit of a mess. Anyway, let's get another one out there. It's this lovely sunset, beautiful down here, almost as nice as Chesil Beach, not quite, but almost. So it's high tide now. Let's get that beautiful sunset in there. Pulling really hard. It's a big tide, it's 10 metre tide on the Porthcawl scale. I think it's fallen to about 1 metre, so 9 metre tidal difference tonight. So yeah, it's going to probably pull like crazy now on the ebb, and we'll see how we go. Fishing's gone pretty quiet last hour, just that tiny dog, I think. Last loop rig didn't release properly, so that's one of the problems I find with the release. Is getting a proper release on a loop rig, beefed up loop rig. But I've got the rest of my life to try and sort that one out. Really, after quite a quiet start actually, had a very manic middle 2 hours. No, maybe hours 4 to 5 on the tide rising. We have 7 dogs in total, one small-eyed ray in the tail and a thornback and a whiting. I've given up fishing 3 rods, I just couldn't manage, couldn't keep up. So and now it'll be a sort of nip one pull when if you fish 3 rods in the dark, I think. So we'll put one to one side for the time being. But again, my faith is restored in Ogmore. I don't think I'd blanked in 13 visits, then I blanked twice in a row. But obviously had a nice session today so far. I'm going to fish probably for a couple more hours, 5 o'clock. Well, it's been pretty quiet in the dark up until now. I got taken down tide earlier on and got snagged up, lost. I felt like probably dogfish. Anyway, here's another dogfish on a loop rig. But the more interesting fish is this Little thornback, second one of the session. Only tiny, only a baby one. Very hard to see bites here when the tide is pulling hard. So he took the thornback took squid, dogfish took mackerel, and that was on a beefed up loop rig. There you go. Giant thornback, baby thornback, probably only a couple of pounds. I've had another dogfish in the dark, and I've managed to foul hook a whiting as well. But yeah, it's been a nice session so far. Anyway, one more cast, and then we're calling it a day. Well, I'll do my outro. I've got last casts in the water, so pretty chuffed with today's session. Actually, as I said, my faith in Ogmore Deeps reborn today after a couple of blanks. I ended up with about 9 dogs, 2 thornback rays, quite small, and the small-eyed ray hooked in the tail, still count that one, and a couple of whiting. So great session. Lots of dogs being caught. 2 chaps next to me caught lots of dogs, and they gave me a hand landing both the rays, so I really appreciate it. So I didn't get your names, guys, but thanks for taking the rubbish that I collected home up to the bins for me, and good luck at your match in Mucknash on Friday the 15th. And also want to say thanks to everyone who's been watching the videos, liking and subscribing. Gone past 200,000 total views, which is a bit of a milestone for me, and also 1,500 subscribers. So there should be a couple of dogfish in the corner. That was my first ever double dogfish on a single hook down at Bossington a couple of years ago. So if you click on that, you can subscribe to the channel if you like the content. But anyway, if you're out fishing, enjoy it. That's the most important thing. It's not all about the catching. It's nice when you do catch, but there will be days when we don't, and I have lots of those. Be safe. Yeah, watch out for your mates and all that, and take care of yourself and enjoy it, and tight lines. And until the next time, guys and girls, we'll see you again. Thanks for watching Fishing AT. Bye now.